Hello crafty friends! Today we are going to celebrate 3,000 subscribers for Cards by Mike. And we're going to make this card with an alcohol ink background and a black silhouette stamp. So stay tuned for the instructions. We're going to make a really easy background. This is as simple as it gets. This is Tim Holtz Ranger ink. This is Dandelion. And this one is called Pool. And then I have some alcohol blending solution. This is a piece of Yupo paper, and I can either use the whole sheet on a card, or I could probably get 2 cards out of this by cutting it in half. I'm going to start. I'm just going to sprinkle some colors. You can do this with whatever colors you want, of course. And because I'm using a blue and a yellow, we're going to get some really pretty shades of green. And then I added some blending solution. You add as much or as little blending solution as you want. And then I'm just going to swirl it around. And you can see where I dropped the color. When I started, you can see where it stained the Yupo paper. There we go. And you just move it around until you get a pattern that you like. Okay, so now I have mostly yellow on there, or yellow and green. So I'm going to add some more blue. And more or less what you're doing, you're just adding and moving the inks until you get a pattern that you like. You can blow with a straw, you can use different things to add different textures, but I just wanted to show you something really easy for this one. I'm going to add a little bit more blue. And I just have a scrap piece of cardboard under so it doesn't stain my mat too bad, and I have paper towels nearby there. So you just play with it until you get a pattern that you like, something that's appealing. You can do all dots. You can make textures by putting bubble wrap down. It is entirely up to you what you want to do. And these bottles of alcohol ink aren't very big, but they last a long time. So you're only using a few drops. So I'm just experimenting until I find something that I think is cool looking. I kind of like the look of the drops. Okay, and when you get something that you like, leave it like it is, and you can either dry it with a heat gun or you can let it sit until it's dry. Alcohol ink does not take very long to dry. Now you do need to make sure that you use non-porous paper like Yupo. And regular cardstock will not work because the alcohol ink absorbs into it too much. And you can see I've got some runs and drips. So I'm going to turn it this way, see if I can get the ink to go down in that corner, and then I think I'm going to quit. Now that the alcohol ink is dry, we are ready to stamp. And you can see I cut this piece down into 2 smaller pieces, so I'll get 2 cards out of this piece. It's just easier to work with a larger piece of paper. Okay. And I'm going to use my stamp positioner and put my magnets in place and then decide where I want this. This is from a set by Inkadinkado, and it's called Meadow. And these are some wildflowers, so I'm going to set them off kind of to the side instead of centering them. And press down. Whoops. It's a little sticky. Okay. You have to be careful with Stazon that you don't get it on anything that you don't want, because it will stain and it's hard to get up. Right. And press. And I'm just pressing firmly. And there we go. All right. Now I'll come back in just a minute and we'll put the card together and finish it off. Okay, we're ready to put everything together. Here is my card base. And then I have a turquoise colored mat that I cut. And a background piece that I did in a print, and then a mat for my image. So that will go on there like that. So I have some mounting tape here. And I'm going to put this behind the image. And if you don't have mounting tape, you could use pop dots or dimensional tape or dimensionals. And I'm just going to do smaller pieces on the sides. But this will give it a little bit of dimension. There we go. Peel off the back. And then we're going to center this. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video and found a great way to use some of your alcohol ink backgrounds. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you'd subscribe. Have a great day.